born of the mountains, blood of the Indian. He lives by the way he hunts. He rekindles the fires of the past and roams in buckskin. He survives by hawking and longbow. He's forged by the elements. Journey with the last of a breed, Sasquatch Mountain Man.
There's not very many people that choose to go out and live like our forefathers. It's a way of life. It all is an adventure to me, and I love every minute of it. Now this is a beaver dam. These little fellas been busy. You could tear this whole dam out. 2 days later, he'd have it rebuilt. And he's got 2 or 3 good runways right here. You've got a narrow passway, and it's kind of a funnel. And it funnels in beavers down into their little runway, and it'd be a perfect spot to set a conibear trap.
First things first. And for the free roaming mountain man in beaver country, steel traps were the tool of the trade.
You always want to be careful. Try not to get your fingers inside. I'm bad at it every once in a while too, but you need to always be cautious.
The life of a trapper is hard, but it only gets harder for the pilgrim who breaks his bones and wallops his fingers. Staking down your traps in a beaver run is as sensible as picketing your horse on the mountainside.
You put too much effort into this to have something go wrong and miss an animal. I'm gonna keep moving down and set as many traps as I can. I'm bound to catch something sooner or later.
Once almost trapped out, beaver are back in a big way in all their former haunts, giving Laramy good odds. The first rush to the west was not for gold, but for plues, the hides of 4-footed dam builders. From Mexico to the British boundary, Missouri to the Pacific, the saga of the far country in the first years of the 1800s was the saga of the mountain men. Some young, some old, they all had to be enterprising trappers if they hoped to show a profit in the shining mountains. Whatever brand of critter the traps caught, they got caped and fleshed. But it was the beaver that was money in the bank. The work demanded a man of grit, willing to sweat. But a 500-pound bale of dressed skins delivered to rendezvous could earn a free trapper the equal of $75,000 in today's money. Then, all the mountain man had to do was to make sure it didn't go to whiskey, women, and guards.
This right here is a perfect little natural funnel. Be a great place to set a conibear trap up and where it narrows down and funnels those critters in through here. I think I'm gonna set up a 220 just because the possibility of catching a beaver in this is just as high as catching anything else. So I want a little bit bigger trap, but I still want small enough to, if I do catch a mink or something like that, it doesn't cut the sucker in half. So I'm gonna use this funnel to my advantage.
For the mountain men, as well as for Laramy, setting traps is as much an art as it is a science, one you learn from years in the high lonesome.
See, and on this one, it's a little different. I don't have a tree or anything to tie to. So you put your two braces in, and then you got to put another stick out here so that you can tie the trap to so it don't go floating down the river. There's tons of food, tons of game in through here. So we'll let it sit and see how it goes. Well, there's a little critter hole of something. I'm gonna set me up a 110 right there and see if I can't catch whatever's going in and out of there. Oh, will you look at that? That's the sight you like to see.
Laramy Miller follows where the mountain men once walked. He's practicing the free trapper's art, where he hopes the beaver are plentiful with a little luck.
Well, there's a little critter hole of something. I'm gonna set me up a 110 right there and see if I can't catch whatever's going in and out of there. This is a Conibear 110. Now this trap is awesome for smaller animals, pine marten. You can use it in waterways for mink. Really easy to set and works really well. And now the next thing to do is to stake it off, and then I'm gonna tie it off to this root, and hopefully whatever critter's been coming in and out of there, it come running down and snap. Now I just take my safeties off and I'm out.
A good trapper looks to the care and feeding of his tools.
You have to maintain your traps or they're not gonna work properly. What I'm doing here is I'm boiling some water, then I'll add some logwood dye to dye my traps. What it does is it seasons your traps really good, helps keep them from rusting, helps them operate smooth, just like changing oil in a car. The main thing you're trying to do is you're trying to keep rust off your traps. With this logwood dye, there's a few other things you can use. I've been known to use pine sap, but I'm gonna add this logwood dye. Stir it up real good. You put your traps in, you wanna make sure they're fully submerged. You let it sit for an hour, 2 hours, it doesn't really matter how long, the longer the better, obviously. When I pull them out, they'll be almost black. That's when you know they're ready. Well, it's been about an hour, hour and a half. I'm gonna check these traps and see what they look like. Oh yeah, they're ready. That's exactly how you want them to look. Set these right here, let them dry off a little bit. Good to go. And I'll be ready for trapping season.
Now, beaver weren't all a mountain man could make money on. After all, Davy Crockett had to get his cap someplace.
As you can see right here, this is one of my little coon honey holes. Got lots of coons on this tree. It's already set up. All I gotta do is set my trap, bait it, and I'm good to go. You know, and you wanna be careful when you're setting this, just like if it was a 330, it's still capable of breaking your fingers and hurting you pretty good. What I'm gonna to do with this is this is gonna make my little tunnel up towards my bait. And what that does is it makes sure that that animal doesn't try to go over or around. You want to funnel them right through. Just like anything you're trapping, you're trying to funnel an animal somewhere. What do we have here? That's the sight you like to see.
In the 1800s, enterprising young men like Laramy Miller could make a good living trapping fur bearers. Mostly, though, traps and pelts paid for a man's stay in the mountains.
You want to funnel them right through. Just like anything you're trapping, you're trying to funnel an animal somewhere. Another reason you do this is you're basically just camouflaging this trap. And I'm just gonna take that and I'm gonna rub it right above this trap, about 4 to 6 inches above the trap, so that that coon has no reason to go around the trap. He has to go through it. And the last thing you wanna do is you wanna look at a trap, and with this type of trap, you wanna make sure that you're tied off so that when that animal gets caught in the trap, he falls and he's hanging, so he can't have anything to grab onto, and then take your safeties off. That's exactly what that critter's gonna see.
Now it's time for Laramy to let nature take her course. Like a watched pot that never boils, a watched trap never catches much. Come daylight, though, he'll be duty-bound to check his sets to see what they might have harvested for him overnight. Depending on the size of the trap and where he set it, Laramy could be in for more surprises than a kid at a Christmas tree.
What do we have here? A weasel! Look at that cool little guy. You know, these weasels, when in the winter, they turn white. And a lot of people know them as ermine. And then in the summers, they're a darker color. Pretty stinking cool. Come on, little fella, you're going to the Sasquatch house.
Some people think trapping's like getting money from home without having to write for it. But a few hills like this will change your way of thinking. There's many a stream to wade in on the trail of beaver. One of the best signs is gnawed-on trees. In many places, beaver help the watershed by holding back the streams. But in others, without trapping, they could eat through whole stands of timber in no time.
Well, will you look at that? Christmas came early. Beaver was the highest on the fur market because all the people back east were making beaver hats and everything else out of it.
He's still got 2 more traps to check.
Well, will you look at that? That's the sight you like to see.
Like the mountain men of old, Laramy Miller's out to see the way the stick floats. Like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get in a trap. Although the beaver was the gold standard for free trappers, they were happy to have any fur for their pack baskets.
Well, will you look at that? That's the sight you like to see. It's gonna be coon stew for dinner. That's pretty. Perfect little hide on him. I'm sure I can find a good use for it, and that stew will be pretty tasty.
You can add this coon to the day's catch with one more trap to check for beaver.
On to the next critter.
Well, there's no critter waiting for Laramy in this conibear. That's all right. Laramy's got plenty of work with the ones he's already taken.
They would take their hides back to camp. They'd put them on a O-ring of willow, usually, because willow bends really easy, to stretch the hide. As soon as it dried, they would package it and bundle it. You know, as I sit here and reflect on my life as a modern-day mountain man, the ones that came before me, the struggles that they went through, it makes me appreciate my everyday life. Yeah, some people might look at me like I'm crazy, but I truly enjoy it. And yeah, I'm not successful every time, but you know what? I do pretty dang good. And I'm not gonna complain because I love the way I live.